Hi everyone, this is Steve from jDeploy. I just wanted to share the new Kotlin Multiplatform project template that we've added for jDeploy, just to see how you can now use jDeploy to easily bootstrap a Kotlin Multiplatform project, just like you can with a JavaFX and Swing project. So if you're not familiar with jDeploy, it is a tool that allows you to easily deploy your desktop desktop Java application, or Kotlin in this case, to Mac, Windows, or Linux as native installers. Just to give you one of the samples, so jdeploy.com is where you would go. This is an open source free tool. If you're a Java developer and you want to make desktop tools in Java, you should definitely check it out. So there's a couple sample apps on the main page just to give you an idea. There's the Swing set, there's the JavaFX Ensemble. I'll choose this one. So when you publish an application with jDeploy, you automatically get a nice download page for your application. It detects the user's platform. I'm on Mac, so it gives me a download link for Mac, and I can click on it. It'll download an installer that I can easily run. You don't have to fuss with certificates. This is signed by a valid, the jDeploy. The installer is signed by the jDeploy certificate. You get a nice little splash screen that you can customize for your app. You can add to dock, add to desktop. There's auto update settings so that this application will automatically get the latest every time the user opens the app. So I'll install this one, and it's already done there. Now it's added it. I already had it on my dock here, but it's added another one. I'll open the app, and here it is, JavaFX, the ensemble with all kinds of. This is the sort of the kitchen sink app for JavaFX. So that's what you can get out of the box for your own app. So you can see this had the download link for Mac, but there's a whole bunch of other platforms also. We've got Linux and Windows, both ARM and x86, 64. So now back to what I wanted to demonstrate in this video. I wanted to show you the new Kotlin Multiplatform project template. So if we go back into the main page, all you need is the jDeploy desktop app that you can download. Download jDeploy, gives you your platform. And in this case, I've already got it, so I'm going to open it up. And this is the main menu. Here, I'm going to close that one. Oops. Okay, so this is the main menu that you'll get. You'll go create new project, and this gives you a set of wizards that you can, or a set of project templates that you can choose from. If you want to make a Swing app, a Codename1 app. I've got a few different ones also. There's an FXGL, which is a game framework that uses JavaFX. And I've just added this Kotlin Multiplatform, which it's got a lot of steam on the Kotlin side of things. It's good cross-platform UI toolkit. So this is going to focus on the desktop side of it, because that's what jDeploy focuses on. And so I'll select that template, click next, and test KMP app. jDeploy test KMP app. This is my artifact ID, which will get reused. In this case, I'm going to publish to NPM, but it's worth noting, users don't need to have NPM installed. I can publish to GitHub. You don't even need to have NPM installed. It's just used for a central repository that's easy and cheap. NPM accounts are free. You go to npmjs.com, create an account, and you can be publishing. It takes about 10 minutes to set up. So on NPM, this will be my project name, and I'll click finish. Okay, so this opens the page so I can configure my application. So the name, this is again how it will be, which repository it will use on NPM. It's got a version. That's the title. I'll just say author Steve. And okay, it does not require JavaFX. All these other things have been set up for you. So I'm just going to check build project and publish. I could also not build the project because the project has to be built. This is like Gradle. It's a Gradle project that you got to build the jars so that jDeploy can publish the jars. And so this should work. It'll try to use Gradle under the covers and publish. It's going to warn you that this is going to publish your app to NPM. And once it's published, users will be able to download it here. That's the download page. So I'll click yes. I'm going to select my NPM account. If you hadn't put it in yet, it would have asked for the username and password. You would need to set up a token. I've got some other tutorials on how to do that, but it's actually really quick. So in the background here, it's doing the Gradle build, and now it is doing the publishing. So this is going to take, I don't know, a minute, because one thing about Kotlin Multiplatform, I'll talk about it, that was a little bit challenging, which is why I took longer to do this than, say, the JavaFX or the Swing, is that Kotlin Multiplatform bundles have a fairly large native library that has to be bundled with it. And it's got to have the native library for Mac, Windows, and Linux, ARM, x64, and that bloats the package size. One new feature that I've added to jDeploy, though, is the ability to have platform-specific bundles, so that the bundle that is used for Mac only contains the Mac native libraries. The bundles that are for Windows, only the Windows native libraries, and Linux, and also even specific to the architecture. So the Mac ARM doesn't have to have the Mac Intel native libraries. And the way this works in the background is it publishes to a separate NPM package name for each platform. And this all sort of, this is how the sausage is made. As far as the user is concerned, there it is, published successfully. I'm going to go to the download page. And here's my download page for the app that I just built. I can do any platform, but I'm on Mac right now, so I'll download it. And open the installer. I think I opened the installer. There we go. And that's the usual warning. You've downloaded this from the internet. And there's my installer. I haven't put a custom splash screen, but I can. Dock, desktop. This is just like with the JavaFX one. I'll go install, proceed, and now I'll just open it up. And here's my app. This is just the canonical Hello World app that I pulled from the Kotlin Multiplatform wizard that they have. And in another video, I will go through how to take an existing Kotlin Multiplatform app and apply jDeploy to it. Now, before I leave this, I do want to go into the project and look at and discuss a few more of the features of this project template. So let's go back into jDeploy. And jDeploy has this nice feature that once I've created this, I can open it up in an IDE. In this case, I'll choose IntelliJ. That's what I like to work in. Trust the project. So here is the project made with the template. So it's really just a vanilla Kotlin Multiplatform project straight out of the wizard with a few things sprinkled in. I added a little bit, or it added the, in creating the template, I add a little bit to the build, not that one, compose app, where's the Gradle W? Oh, I can't find it right now. Is that one? Yeah, there we go. By default, when you set up a project with the wizard, it doesn't include every platform's native library. So you got to explicitly include all the different platforms in there. jDeploy will then appropriately strip out the ones that it doesn't need when it publishes. But when you build it, it needs them all. So I added that. These JDP ignore files, these are added for those platform-specific bundles. They're just like Git ignore files. It shows you, well, get rid of all these, but keep this. And there's some rules here that may not actually apply to Kotlin Multiplatform. It's sort of a growing list of rules that are common for Java applications. And there's a separate file for each platform that we want to deploy to. There's the package JSON is where the configuration is mostly stored for the application, that says things like what version of Java, the build command, which is optional, but that makes it nice so the GUI, when I click that little build button, it knows what to do. If you didn't have that, you could have just built it separately and then published without that. The publish targets, all that sort of stuff. And then it's got this workflow in the GitHub directory. And this, if you take this project and you put it on GitHub, it will run these workflows to automatically publish on each commit. So I'll go into, here's the sample one. It's the same template. This is what it looks like when you put it on GitHub. We'll look at the actions here, and on each commit, it is running. So here's one on a tag. Here's one running on the main branch. It is running a build that publishes, it builds the app, publishes all the installers to a release. And then if you install that one, every time you open the app, it'll get the latest changes. So yeah, this is the latest and greatest, and we're super accelerated right now playing around with AI that is really allowing us to push this project forward much faster than before. And so there's going to be lots of new stuff coming out. Stay tuned.